Teenage filmmaker Fiyin Gambo is a graduate of engineering, but his love for moving pictures is driving him to change the face of Nollywood in his own way. We have him on Spotlight talking about his passion and a lot more. Do watch this.
"18-year-old Fiyin Gambo is an engineering undergraduate from a Nigerian university whose love for filming has inspired him to work his way into the limelight. Armed with a notion to revolutionize the Nigerian film industry, Fiyin, as he is fondly called by friends and family, used short films shot in schools to hone his skills in filmmaking.
So, are we still hanging out after this boring shoot?
We?
Yes, we.
When did we make that plan? How come I'm not aware?
Maybe that's because we are just making it now.
I don't know what you mean.
Come on, this is the last day of the shoots now. We've been at this since. I'll be a good guy now, you know, I promise.
Okay. But I can't stay out late though. And no alcohol.
You have
Seriously, no alcohol.
You have curfew.
Hear me?
No alcohol.
Come on, not even a bottle of red wine. Even the French invented wine now.
Introduction film started when I entered university. I started from photography, still pictures. But when I noticed that there was a bigger gap in the film industry, especially the African film industry, because of the low quality of production values and conventional storylines, I was very passionate about changing it so that we could get the industry to the point where we can compete favorably with the international industry.
An even bigger attraction for him is a desire to up the ante of filmmaking in the country. He dares to foray into the action genre, which many Nollywood filmmakers shy away from.
Some very big role models in the industry, like Kola Flyer, paved the way to show that quality can actually be achieved on African cinema. And looking at the digitalization of the film industry, you have more high budget kind of equipment being available to normal filmmakers. So it's really about trying to get the best out of these tools. It's not necessary, you don't necessarily sometimes have to have a high budget, but trying to get the best out of these tools. So taking a very, very close tail of the guys doing great stuff on international platforms and trying to implement it and using cultural adaptability to make sure that we use the equipment available to tell the story the best way as possible.
They are in peace. How can they kill 13,000 Nigerians? Why should they go and kill children when they are sleeping in their dormitories? Why should they bomb churches and mosques and marketplaces and motor parks? They are not interested in peace.
His latest short film, Intercept, follows the manhunt action genre.
I started from documentaries, but I've segued more into fictional, non-fictional stories. Like the latest short film I'm working on is more of a fictional film, set in 2018, and it's more of a drama, but action-packed. We try to do some images, some things have not been done before, some unconventional things have not been done in film before.
I've come so close to actually finding out who did this.
Number one was very paramount for us to up the production value was aerial cinematography, and something very, very key that hasn't been gotten right in Africa before, it's computer-generated imagery, CGI. That's the likes we see on Transformers, Avatar, and Spider-Man. We're trying to bring it to Africa. And they paid a lot of attention to detail, because more than investment of money in animation, it's about the level of detail. So there's an helicopter scene that's going to be there. The helicopter was pure CG, fully integrated to look very, very realistic. And there's also an explosion scene, which is very, very tricky. Well, I was privileged to work with some of the best hands, even most of them are students and from different parts of the country, to bring this vision to life. So we feel that CGI is going to be the next paradigm shift in the industry in terms of giving the storytellers, especially the scriptwriters, the freedom to write any kind of story they want to, because technology is there to bring it to life.
We should have learned the things that occurred at Brussels and what happened at Paris. If we had done that, we would not have had this experience at the airport.
Africa is one of the places where, because in some cases the lack of capacity on the part of the governments.
What else am I living for? I'm going to find whoever did this and make them pay. I swear it.
Everything is possible. As long as you can dream it, you can achieve it. I also want to tell people that science fiction kind of movie is possible in Nigeria. Not necessarily copying Hollywood and pasting it, but want to like, what will an African action film look like? We want to export the ingenuity of African culture and African cinema to the rest of the world. We want to watch movies where Nigerian and African movies will not be boycotted for our Hollywood counterparts, because we'll be able to get to that level of quality and level of production value that's been appreciated even worldwide.
Fiyin Gambo is a young teenager set to revolutionize the film industry. He is a director of films that harness innovative computer-generated imagery and visual effects to enhance the visual storytelling experience. His mission to create images never seen before on African screens and to export the ingenuity of Nollywood to the rest of the world hinges on a strong conviction that the industry is financially viable.
Figures and statistics shows that it's a very vibrant industry once it's been invested in properly. Because people in Hollywood, they have a lot of investors, sponsors, and you can see in the box office, like for example, the statistics shows that in 2007, there was $26.7 billion made from just the box office of the top grossing movie of that year. Then if you take juxtaposition with the budget of Lagos State, which is happens to be in dollars, 1.9 US dollars, that does shows that it has so much financial power to even run the budget of Lagos State 26 times, and there will still be change to show you that there's so much potential financially. So I implore investors and governments which can provide incentive for this industry, and also private investors and public investors should come and invest in this industry, because it's really rewarding. If you're looking at the financial aspect of it, there's a lot of channels that money can be made from merchandising to doing the franchise. There's a lot of channels to ad placement, brand placement. There's a lot of channels for financial revenue.
Why does something always have to happen, Yemi? Why do things have to go wrong? Come on, they're not that bad now.
What you mean they're not bad?
Look at this, tell me they're not that bad.
Not so bad.
Please tell out to the magazine editor, Yemi. I think the booze you're taking is still affecting you, Yemi. It's still affecting you.
Like, you should know this now. Booze or no booze, I'm perfectly fine. Must be your faulty camera now.
Wait.
What is this? These things are not so bad. You know I'm a professional camera now. Photographer. What is this?
Come on, Yemi. Let me understand something. Wait. So you're blaming this camera? This camera that's not alive. You're blaming this camera. You've been holding this camera for the past 2 hours. I don't notice any fault in this camera. Yemi, you're disturbed. Yemi, this thing's really affecting you. Yemi, check yourself.
I can't take this. I can't.
Yemi, please, where are you going to? Yemi, where are you going to?
I can't even take this.
Yemi, where are you going to? Yemi!
A self-taught filmmaker, Fiyin, is currently in his 4th year studying civil engineering at Covenant University.